An HPA, hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis dysfunction, could indeed explain many of the so-called spiritual phenomena experienced during Scientology auditing sessions, especially in the context of stress, altered consciousness, and emotional processing. The HPA axis overview. The HPA axis is a major part of the body's response to stress. It involves interactions between the hypothalamus, pituitary gland, and adrenal glands, regulating cortisol, the stress hormone. This system is responsible for managing stress reactions, mood, energy levels, and even aspects of memory and cognition. Auditing and HPA axis activation. Auditing sessions in Scientology often involve reliving emotionally charged memories, or engrams, while using the E-meter, which delivers a low-voltage current through the subject. During these sessions, individuals confront traumatic events or emotions, which could stimulate the HPA axis and trigger stress responses. How HPA axis dysfunction could play a role. 1. Chronic stress activation. The repetitive and prolonged nature of auditing sessions, 2.5 to 5 hours per day, could lead to chronic activation of the HPA axis. This could result in an overproduction or underproduction of cortisol, leading to symptoms like hyperarousal, fatigue, emotional dysregulation, and altered states of consciousness. People under chronic stress often report feelings of dissociation or heightened awareness, which could be interpreted as spiritual phenomena. 2. Emotional flooding and cortisol dysregulation. If the HPA axis becomes dysregulated due to repeated stress exposure, common in auditing sessions, individuals may experience emotional flooding, intense emotional responses that overwhelm cognitive processes. This can feel like a breakthrough or access to deeper, vast unconscious layers of the mind. However, it's more likely the result of neurochemical imbalances, particularly in cortisol levels, which affect how memories and emotions are processed. 3. Altered perception and reality distortion. Elevated or depleted cortisol levels, a common result of HPA dysfunction, can distort perception, making individuals feel as though they are having profound insights or experiencing spiritual phenomena. This may include experiences such as feeling detached from reality, gaining new awareness, or accessing repressed memories, common claims in Scientology auditing. Auditing and the E-meter, a neurological perspective. The use of the E-meter, which applies low electrical currents, 0.15 to 1.5 milliamps at 5 and 0.071 to 7.1 hertz, could potentially modulate neural activity. While the exact effects of this low-level stimulation are not well documented, it's plausible that the combination of stress-induced HPA axis activation and electrical stimulation contributes to altered states of consciousness or the subjective feeling of accessing deep, self-conscious areas of the mind. Electrically, the E-meter might influence the autonomic nervous system, further affecting stress responses or inducing a mild dissociative state, which is often misinterpreted as a spiritual breakthrough. Combined with intense emotional probing, this can lead to heightened emotional states that feel revelatory. Conclusion. The spiritual phenomena reported during Scientology auditing could very well be the result of HPA axis dysfunction, which dysregulates emotional processing, perception, and consciousness through chronic stress activation. This, in combination with the psychological and possibly neurophysiological effects of the E-meter, likely gives individuals the sensation of accessing hidden parts of their mind or experiencing spiritual insight. However, these experiences are more likely due to neurochemical imbalances rather than actual metaphysical or spiritual events.
Audiences know what to expect, and that is all they are prepared to believe in.